Let me allow Mr. Adesina to weigh in on this matter. The president is going to be speaking in another few days, perhaps on Monday or so, at Chogom. And the question is, what exactly will the president be telling those Commonwealth leaders, especially on the issues of how the country is fighting insecurity in the land, because he's gone past the issue in the Northeast. The North Central is engulfed by the situation of the herdsmen and farmer crisis. And the issue is that the cat race, Operation Cat Race, is on course there. But again, we've seen a series of attacks yet again.
Well, thank you. Let me first respond to some things Ken said. As far as I'm concerned, he's just shooting breeze, and he doesn't even know what he's saying. First, he said the NSA has spoken about this thing, and he didn't mention Libya or Gaddafi. The NSA is not on record, public record, as having said anything. He should provide what the NSA has said. Otherwise, then you can't believe anything he has said, because the NSA is not on record as having said anything.
Okay, so what exactly will be because okay.
Okay. Oh, I think there's some technical issues. Okay.
Go ahead, please.
The second thing, he said that the herdsmen were said to have been camped in Nasarawa. The Benue State governor made that allegation. When it was proven to be untrue, it was retracted. Yet you find that a Nigerian coming to repeat that same untrue position. When the president was speaking with the Archbishop of Canterbury, he said some people play irresponsible politics with the matter. And I think Ken's position is just typical of that. It's irresponsible politics, and he needs to watch his words. Now, the other part of your question is, what would the president be telling Commonwealth leaders? Tomorrow, the president will have a bilateral meeting with British PM Theresa May, and then the Commonwealth Summit opens officially from Tuesday. The president will address the gathering. You don't second guess what the president will say, but you know that there's a theme for the conference, and the president will speak around that theme. Thank you.
Oh, I don't know if you have read the statement from the People's Democratic Party providing some, what they call an agenda for the president. And they are saying, and I will quote them, that they are asking the president to say, and I quote, "We urge the President Buhari to resist the temptation of seeking to impress world leaders with false performance indices, but should present the real situation, particularly the pitiable state of the economy, escalated insecurity, human rights abuses, daily bloodletting, persecution of opposition, and erosion of democratic values in the last 3 years."
Well, that's the opinion of the PDP, but unfortunately, the PDP is already holding the shorter end of the stick in Nigeria. And by the time the elections end next year, they may not be holding on anything at all. They had 16 years to improve the conditions of Nigeria. They messed it up. While the president received the support group that came to visit him today, he gave dire statistics of what happened under the PDP, that roads were so bad in Nigeria, people began to cultivate food crops on the roads. Roads were abandoned. They didn't touch anything. Yet Nigeria made the highest revenue it has ever made in its lifetime. They frittered away everything. So the PDP does not have any moral right to talk about anything. But as an opposition party, yes, they are learning to live in opposition, to play in opposition. They are not finding it funny because there is no free food again, no free funds again. But they will be there for a very long time.
So it looks so much you're talking, Mr. Adesina, like the president has already gotten the re-election ticket from the APC. It looks like the president was so confident, perhaps, that he will get re-elected from by Nigerians.
I have no doubt that Mr. President will get re-elected. He will get a party's ticket, and he will go for general elections, and he will get re-elected. That is my confidence. And a lot of Nigerians are with us in this.
let me get a reaction from Mr. Okolugbo. He said your party will remain in opposition for a long time. Do you think so?
I think Femi is just doing his job. I don't take anything personal he said about me. I like Femi Adesina. He's a great guy. He's not someone I should admire now, because it's very difficult for you to defend this government. Not at this point in time. Nigerians are tired of this government. They're tired of their policies. They're tired of their blame game. And Femi is doing a very great job. I must commend him, because if I was to be in his shoes, I wonder if I'll be able to do the things he's doing. The truth about it is, Femi only reacted to two things I said. He didn't talk about Danali. He didn't talk about the Inspector General of Police, who talked about the anti-grazing bill and the routes that they said that the headsmen were not able to access. But no matter how you look at it, the PDP apologized, if you remember. And when their apology clearly showed that we knew very well that in the 16 years that we're in power, a lot of things were not properly done. We are not saying that there are no members of PDP who have looted funds. That's not what we're saying. I'll be lying to you if I come to this national television and say there are no PDP members that looted funds. But what is happening to the APC members who are looting? Why are they being protected? Jafari Issa, for example, returned 100 million, one of the closest friends to President Buhari. But his name was not on the list of looters. We're talking about someone like the Papachi Lawal that even his own vice president indicted. His name is not on the list of looters. What we are saying is, look, this government is not being practical. They're just playing to the gallery.
All right. Mr. Ken Okolugbo, I must thank you sincerely for your time on the program.
It's always my pleasure.
Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you very much.
Do stay with us, everyone. Up next on the program, we still get some strong legal opinions. Separation of powers gives room for the arms of government to play different roles in the scheme of things. Is there a prejudice among the institutions of government? Don't go anywhere. Plus more on security.